All right, so welcome everyone. I'm Rajneesh Gupta, and with me I have Jamin Pathak. And hi, Jamin.
Hello, Rajneesh.
Hey, wonderful. So today's session is a part of our Security Plus mock test. Okay, before we go ahead and start doing the test together, make sure you subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you get notified where immediately we the moment we publish the video. Okay, so don't forget, do that right away. Okay, let's get started. So let me share my screen. Yeah, and here we go. All right, so this is the fifth module of this is the fifth module. As you can see, we have covered network attacks. Now this is the fifth module on threat actors, vectors, and intelligence sources. Okay, so let's get started. We have total 15 questions. And Gemini, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So the first question is, what deception technology is used to make a honeypot look as enticing as possible to an attacker? Ah, I'm not 100% sure, but I think edge fake telemetry looks very promising to me. What about you, Jamin? Are you thinking about something else?
Um,
I mean,
no, I will.
options. I mean, yeah.
Fact telemetry, I will definitely go with that option.
Yeah, because fact telemetry is related to that. Edge computing and hybrid is related to the real world network, right? Genuine network, I would say. Yes, perfect. That's the right answer. So, those who are not familiar, deceptions or honeypot is a technology where you create the real world and look like a regular world environment to make a trap for the hacker, so that the real attacker can be detected. Okay. Which of the following best describe a disgruntled or careless employee? Script kiddie is not an employee; it's an hacker, hacker
Role
or
we used to
threat
write as
actor.
scripts.
CVE is the common vulnerability and entity. Oh, sorry, what are you saying?
Script kid is they are executing script-based attacks, so that is not possible because
Yeah,
they are outsiders, and we are talking about over here an employee. So
yeah.
it
So
can be the option that is more relevant insider threat.
perfect. That's the right answer. Which of the following is a standardized and a structured language that represent threat information in a flexible, automatable, and easy to use manner? Sticks should be the right answer because this provides a threat intelligence information related to threat intelligence in a standard format. Um so Sticks is the one. Taxi is the medium which is used. TTP is the tactic, technique, and procedure used by the threat actors. It's not a standardized format. So I think Sticks should be the right answer. Perfect. The full form itself is structured threat information expression. So it creates kind of a flow of threat actors and their techniques being used, threat groups, and everything. So this is like a flow of attack and their evidences and their patterns and everything. Okay. Number four, Nancy is an ethical hacker who uses her advanced code writing skills for good and is given permission to hack into network for pen testing. Which of the following best describes Nancy? Okay, so Nancy looks good, right? She's good, and this is definitely authorized hacker because
A
she already
permission.
has the permission, right? She already has the permission. So when the hacker has an permission, that means they are authorized, correct? So it has to be authorized hacker. And so that's the another name for ethical hacker as well. So authorized hacker, ethical hacker, one is the same thing. And remember, this is all related to consent and permission. If you see permission, consent, that means they are authorized. Okay, perfect. Question number five. Carmen is a software developer for a large corporation. She and other end user are extremely frustrated with the corporate IT infrastructure and the lack of support and attention they receive. In order to get things done more quickly, Kerman and other have banded together to form their own computer support and networking team. What is this team otherwise known as? This sounds so familiar with something else. Anyways, so uh, this is, we call it as shadow IT, where there is some groups created which is unknown to the higher management or to the overall IT infrastructure team management, CTO, CISO, CIO. So nobody knows about that team. Okay, and that's what we call it as shadow IT. Shadow IT team can be like an independent, or they use their own software, own tools for managing the activity. Those tools might not be even known to the higher management, right? So I think, German, this should be the right answer, isn't it?
Right. Agree.
Perfect. Now next, next question is question number six. Tara is associated with nation state threat actor. She has been hired to infiltrate a network and remain inside undetected. Remain inside undetected. What type? What attack type is she likely to employ? So when you talk about undetected and remain the network, this is a pattern of advanced persistent threat, right, Jimmy? So this is very, very important. Dark web is the dark web. It's the web which is not accessible for many organization or many people as well. So the answer should be advanced persistent threat, because this is the category of attack where the threat remains in the network for prolonged period. Correct. All right. Question number seven. Which threat actors are likely to have great capabilities and more resources? Well, nation states have more resources, right? So that's definitely one. Which should be the other option, Jimin? What do you think? Will it be hacktivist or organized crime?
It will be organized crime because they have
Hmm.
more resources than activities.
Yeah, hacktivist is like activist, right? They most likely don't have more resources, right? So yeah, but that's perfect. Yeah. Erica's friends consider her an ethical person who uses her advanced hacking skills for good. What category of hacker is she? Of course, authorized, because she
Because it's
is
for good purpose.
uses advanced hacking skill for good purpose. Correct. Perfect. A threat actor is using digital tools for malicious intent based on political, social, and ideological reasoning. What best describes this threat actor? When you see the political, social, and ideological or ideology, it's all about hacktivists, because hacktivist is nothing but the activist with hacking skills. So when you talk about activists, they have their own ideology for change in the society, right? So hacktivist should be the right answer. Which is the type of document that describes behaviors, methods, research, or innovation that have to do with with technologies and the workings of internet and systems connected to the internet. Well, this many of you might get confused, but this is more fundamental question. And I think, German, this has to be a request for comment, RFC, correct?
Yes,
because
correct.
what RFC basically is created, it describes how a specific internet protocol should work. For example, RFC 1918. Okay, so this defines the private IP address space like 10.0.0.0/8, 192.168/16. So this is defines how a specific set of information will be used, like different protocols like SNMP protocol, or how ICMP should work, what are the different parameters used, how BGP should work, how IPsec should work. So the protocols and their behavior, their methods, the research innovation is all done by creating an RFC. So you just type RFC, you will get the list of everything, every internet based protocol, right? Perfect. Next, question number 11. Which of the following was established to promote industry specific sharing of threat intelligence? I think yeah. So this is uh, we are talking about a community, right? So community, nothing is, IOC is the indicator of compromise, it's not a community. APT is the advanced persistent threat, the attacker group. Open source intelligence is like information. So this is the only thing which is left, and in fact this is the information intelligence information sharing association. Every industry has their own ISAC. In short, we call it as ISAC, which is ISAC. So every industry has their own ISAC. Just like government agency or government has their own ISAC, like Five Eyes, which is the agency of five countries. Quad, which is for Asian country. NATO. So similar to that, ISEC is in industry specific threat intelligence sharing body, which share the threat intelligence so that the people who are member in that industry can protect their assets before the attacker can target them. So financial service has their own ISEC, which is called FS ISEC. Transportation industry has their own ISEC. Mission critical electricity grid, there they have their own ISEC. So every industry has their own ISEC. Okay. Information sharing and analysis center, right? Yeah. Wiki hacks into bank and has several thousands dollars deposited into her account. She then rewrites the bank's code for calculating credit card interest rates and drops them to 1%. What type of hacker is Wiki? Because this is not, an ethical work, isn't it? For sure. This is not an
Yes, it
ethical
is
work.
not.
So you can't even say that as penetration tester. It is not authorized. It's not even semi authorized. It's definitely unauthorized activity. Correct. Question number 15. The forensic team has collected malware signature, IP addresses, domain names, and file hash values. What is the term for these components or other evidences that point to a security breach? Well, these are called as indicator of compromise, right, Jamin? So
Right, it
this
is.
has to be IUC.
IOC.
Yeah, so this is related to these artifacts. So these are called indicator of compromise. Question number 14. What uses threat data from popular open source intelligence sources with machine learning and statistical techniques to identify patterns to make predictions? Hmm. That sounds slightly confusing. What do you say, Jimin? What could be the right answer? I think
Uh,
indicator of
Pattern modeler.
compromise has got nothing to do with it, right?
Correct.
Advanced persistent threat has got
It is
nothing
also
to do
not
with it as well. I think it can be
the
predictive
predictive.
analysis or automated indicator
It could be predictive
analysis.
analysis because they are using some techniques to identify
Right,
patterns.
right,
We
right.
have already some predictions about the patterns and the threats.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And you got $1 million. Awesome. What two important standards does AIS, an initiative of the US Department of Homeland Security, DHS, that enables the exchange of cybersecurity threat indicators, use? Well, it's the combination of both. It's both sticks and taxi. Sticks creates the flow. Taxi allows the exchange. So it has to be right answer. All right. So this completes our fifth module um, of Security Plus exam. All right. So if you have got any question, do let us know in the comment section. If you have any feedback, we would love to hear that. And please subscribe the channel. This will keep us motivated. And this is me, Rajneesh Gupta, with Chairman Patak. Bye for now.